Yeah, hello, passionpreneurs. That's the name, the new name that I'm giving you, because now we are on our, if you watched our first episode, now we are going to work on our passions. And our goal for this year is to make our passions our profession, right? So hope you've had a great week. Your month is going on wisely and safely and well, and that you're still running for your goals, because we are all motivated at the beginning of the month of the year. So I've been running up. I've been like a bit late with some episodes, but I'm catching up. Yeah, with the back to school thing. But anyway, no excuses. We just have to catch up, right? Yeah. So welcome to this second episode. And this second episode, actually what I'm going to do is all the other episodes, regardless of which episode and which day, they're going to be only 7 minutes, right? So we are going to be giving the points, and you guys, you work on your own at home, right? So when we meet the other day, we just have to just to see what you did, if you have results, if you need some help, right? Yeah, so today I'm going to introduce you to Passion Tracker. Passion Tracker, it's a program that I created, and it helps you to get focused on your one passion. You remember last week on episode 1, we I helped you to come up with one passion from the many passions that you think you may be having, many things that you love doing. We did we brainstormed all the passions, and then we came to 5 passions, then we came to 3 passions, and then we chose the top 1 passion, right? So right now you know your number 1 passion, right? And that passion, that's what I'm going to help you this year to bring it, to make it your profession, right? And this Passion Tracker program is the one which is going to help you do that, right? Yeah, so I'm doing this in these videos, but I'm going to release the whole program at once. But if you are enjoying this, then you're having it for free, right? Yeah, but without the materials, because I want you to work it out like I did it, and that's how it changed my life, because I worked it out manually, right? Yeah, so I want you to get a paper, an A4 paper like this one, right? And actually the workshop starts right now to work right now. So when you get an A4 paper like this, or maybe you can get, it all depends with your passion. Is it a long sentence? Is it one thing? It all depends, but I do it on an A4 paper, right? And what I want you to do is to start drawing. So I want you to make columns like this. I'm going to be making this on a Word document, but then that will be for people who are going to join me in a private group, right? So for those who are following this episode, I want you to do things manually, right? Yeah. So you have to make a column where you put weeks on the top, weeks, and then on the second column, this one has to be like this, and it has to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 columns. And then like this, you have to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and a big space here for observations, right? And then so here on the corner here, you're going to write weeks. So here it's trial week. Then week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5, week 6, and week 7, right? And then here, you're going to put Monday, Tuesday to Sunday, right? And then here it's observations. Here it's the trial week. So you're going to try to work on your passion for 1 week, and this is what is going to be happening. You're going to number. On your trial week, you can number 1, 2. Just, you see here, you put number 1, number 2, number 1, number 2. In each column, you put number 1, number 2, number 1, number 2, number 1, number 2. So number 1, it's your passion. Like, for example, I'm going to put to share with you what I wrote here. Number 1, I put run, because that's what I wanted to develop, because I was working on my physical wellness. So run. That's what I put number 1. And number 2, I did planning and organized. Planning and organized. Because I wanted to become more, to plan more on my dreams, to make business plans and everything, and to become more organized in many areas of my life, in my business, in my home. So I was working for that. And passion tracker, you do each thing. One of these 2 things, you do each of that thing for 45 minutes. So running, I'll go out and run for 45 minutes. Then when I'm working on planning and organization and getting organized, I'll work it out focused 45 minutes, focused, without, just leaving it and then getting to something else. No, focused 45 minutes. And you have to make it a daily plan. You do it every day. So here you're doing 45 minutes of run, 45 minutes of planning and getting organized. Day 2 like that. And you do that for these 8 weeks. Normally it's 7 weeks, but if you're trying out, you're starting out right now, you need to do the trial week. And let me tell you, it's every day, every day, every day, every day, every day, right? That's why you need a trial week, to see whether are you going really to make it every day, every day? Are you going to get late with number 1 or number 2? And at the end of the week here, even if you got late on Monday or Tuesday, have you been able to catch up in between the week, and on the 7th day, are you done with this week, right? Because it will happen. Sometimes there are some days we are more busy than other days. So there are some days maybe I wasn't able to run, but maybe that day I was able to run for Monday and Tuesday, and I caught up, you see? So that's how the program is going to be. So you remember, you draw all that, you can rewatch this video so that you can be able to put all these plans. And if you have any questions, please feel free to ask me, okay? But first I want you to draw this, and I want you to visualize it for the whole of this week. And then next week, we are going to get into work, right? So number 1, number 2. So number 1, you have to put a physical exercise. And then number 2, it's going to be your passion, or vice versa. Number 1, your passion, and number 2, a physical exercise. Physical exercise, we have to do them every day. Whether you're walking, you're swimming, you're jumping, we have to do physical exercises every day, because they make our minds strong and our bodies fit, and we are into working, and we get more focused when you're doing physical exercise. So physical exercises. So in Passion Tracker 1, we are working on our passion, number 1, passion, and physical exercise, right? PE, physical exercise. Yeah, so that's what I want you to visualize in your head. I want you to start writing down, and you can fill the whole paper, number 1, number 2, number 1, number 2 for each day. And remember, it's 45 minutes for each, and crystal focused, right? Yeah, so that's it. I want you to focus, to get focused on this. You visualize it. You see yourself doing it, and then from next week we're gonna launch it, and then we're gonna go for these 8 weeks, right? Yeah. So you can start trying. You can make this a trial week. Actually, from now you can make it a trial week, because next week we start with week 1. Right? Even me, I'm going to put one of my passions, the things that I want to work on for the next 7 weeks. Yeah, for the next 8 weeks, because we are going to do the trial week. And then I'm going to put one of my passions, and then physical exercise. Because physical exercise, I'm telling you, they help you remove stress, and you're refreshed every time you do a physical exercise. So it's very important to include it in the Passion Tracker program. Right? So that's it for today. Make your paper. You see, I don't even have a paper done, so I'm going to make it. And next week, let's come here with blank papers, only with week 1, week 1, week 2, until week 7, the trial week, the days of the week, the observations here, and number 1, number 2, written what you want to do, right? And then we start our race for the next 7 weeks. Every time now we are going to come on a Tuesday here, we are going to talk about our observations, right? And try to help each other, encourage each other, inspire each other, motivate each other, right? Yeah, so that's it for today. see you next week, and yeah, let's do it. Let's do it, and I'm very sure at the end of this year we are going to have great results, right? So if you love this video, if you feel that it's going to change you and it can change people around you, please feel free to share it on YouTube. I'm going to put the links here for Gladys Global, where you're going to be joining the group, the private groups, if you need more assistance. And on Facebook, I'm going to put the link up there. And please subscribe on the YouTube channel, so that you can get the videos when I post them. And I'm also going to be having business opportunities that I'm going to be sharing with you. So maybe there can be a business opportunity that falls on your passions, and maybe you would love to partner with me so that we can work together, right? Yeah, so you guys have a great time, and see you next week for our 3rd episode. Bye-bye.